we have to talk about HighGuard a little bit. This is supposed to be dropping in like just over a week. In December, the Game Awards show happened and it ended with this game, HighGuard. Everybody was like, what the heck is this game and why are you showing it to us? Because it was shown at the end of the Game Awards show. Before the Game Awards show, there was absolutely no mention of the game. This hasn't been revealed. So this was actually the big reveal for the end of the show. So if you have been following Game Awards show for past few years, ever since, you know, E3 went down and then the Game Awards show started picking up every year, Jeff Keighley's show, you'd know that the end of the game show has been reserved for some massive announcement. And usually it's from like established big time developers like Naughty Dog or Rockstar or like some big developers. And it's usually like a big announcement for a very anticipated game or some big new title. Last year it was Naughty Dog's Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet, which was their new IP. I mean, you can love it or hate it, but it's a new IP and it's from a big developer. So that's the kind of the theme, and that's what people expect from the Game Awards. This was the ending of the show and everyone's like, ooh, what is that? That looks cool. Give me some of that. What is that?
You know, sometimes our last reveal at the Game Awards is a teaser for something years and years away. But not tonight. Our final world premiere comes from 61 members of the team that built Apex Legends and Titanfall. 4 years ago, the principals founded a new independent studio with the hopes of pushing the shooter genre forward with a new original game. They've done it in complete secrecy, which is even more amazing because the game is very deep into development.
Ooh,
the power of independent, self-published studios to push this medium forward is a growing and I think positive theme in our industry.
They're both great
tonight,
games.
You're not only going to get the announcement of the game, but also your first look at the gameplay. I've played it, and after you see this trailer, I think you're going to want to as well. Welcome to HighGuard.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something we know about, or maybe. And then he's like, welcome to HighGuard. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And they showed this. Okay.
Untold.
And I don't know. Just look for a little bit. This is the end of the show announcement. That's supposed to be the big, massive title announcement. And it is essentially a Paladin reformed. On its own, I don't think the game is like terrible looking. But is it worth an end of the show announcement? Probably not. Right? And they called it a new breed of shooter while looking so generic. There's nothing in this trailer that people haven't seen before. It looks like Titanfall, Apex Legend, Paladin, and Overwatch all combined into one.
Moving in for the attack.
Which is not a combination people have asked for, really.
Shield breaker forming.
So what? Yeah, and it's a free-to-play title that's launching in January 26th.
Pretty crazy, that's right. HighGuard launches in just 7 weeks on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It is insanely fun to see, fun to play, as you saw in that trailer. And now it's time for our final award. Last year.
Anyway, so that's what happened. This was the big reveal, and everybody was like, "The heck is this?" And after this whole show ended, people were speculating, how the fuck did they manage to get this game as the big reveal for the show? Usually what's known in the industry is that the last reveal spot is really expensive. Really expensive. It's like it's been skyrocketing ever since the past few years, and I think last year it was $500,000. Did they pay $500,000 to have their game shown in the last part in the show? It looked like they made the wrong call because this ended up doing a lot more damage to the game in terms of like marketing and PR for this game compared to if they had just left it alone, or if they had just revealed this in the middle of the show, it would have been fine. It would have been like, oh yeah, free to play game, very excited, I'll check it out, and that's it. People would have been going on their way. But because this had been revealed as the biggest reveal in the game show, a lot of people ended up giving it a lot of unwanted attention, to be honest, and people were bashing it, and that's what happened. And it seems like, even though we thought that they might have paid $500,000, it might have not been the case, because on a social media post, Forbes journalist Paul Tassi, he stated that developers at Wildlight, who are the developers who are making this game, apparently didn't pay for that spot. This is the post. I have learned that HighGuard did not actually pay for that Game Awards finale spot. It was just the show putting it there. Bookworm, I guess Jeff just really enjoyed it or something. I believe so. They didn't even pay for the spot, and Jeff decided to just put it in the last spot. Ultimately, it ended up hurting the game quite a bit, and no one's excited. I talked about this in previous streams. Even the X account doesn't even have enough followers. You're excited? Oh, you're gonna play it? You're gonna play it? And it has 6,730 followers. That's all they've got. Yeah, we were looking at Concord, which was a terrible game that's delisted right now and can't even play. Got over 10,000 followers. So I don't think people care about this game as much as you. You're excited for horses. Good for you, man. But I don't think people are convinced that this game is going to be good. Pretty unfortunate for them, because it's off to a really rough start even before the game has launched, especially for a free-to-play title. You need the hype. You need that a certain level of hype for the game, especially when it's a free-to-play title. But the good thing is, the silver lining is, because it's free-to-play, people will ultimately play it. And if it's good, it'll get good positive word of mouth, and it'll end up becoming good. Who knows? If it's a free game, I'll try it. Yeah, why not? If it's a free game, I should definitely try it. You should definitely try it if it's a free game. Because, you know, there are some hidden gems out there, man. Why the heck not? It's free. If you don't like it, you don't play it, right? If you don't like it, you don't play it. That's what I think. What do you think? Next Monday, it's supposed to be dropping, but we haven't heard anything about the game yet. Free game versus paid game. Okay, you can't compare those two. Like I said, the Sri Lankan game that I was talking about, it's an indie game with 2 people making that game. And this is a big budget developer. These are the guys who made Titanfall. Titanfall developers worked on Call of Duty, and they made Apex Legends. This is a big studio backed up by a lot of money. So they're not that small. They're not that small. HighGuard is aimed at mainstream. That's the whole point of being a free to play, because you need to be aiming for mainstream people, in order for free to play games to work. I don't know, man. This is either going to exceed people's expectations, a big surprising moment for everybody when it launches, or not. Completely expected Concord number 2. Concord the sequel. That's probably what it's going to be. I don't know. Let me know how it goes. Are you guys gonna jump in and try the game and see for yourself, or are you not even gonna give it a shot? Let me know.